In September of 1787, a small group of men in Philadelphia set before the world a document that changed the world. These men were the delegates to the Constitutional Convention. The document was the United States Constitution, and within that document, they created an officer of government unlike any ever before, one destined to become the most powerful political figure in the world, the President of the United States. There must be one president, they designed, and not three. The office of president would require energy, action, and decisiveness. And with only one, we would always know who is responsible. And indeed, once a year, it was mandated by that document that he report to us. Originally, they were going to call him His Excellency, but that wouldn't do. The founders determined that the President of the United States is a man of the people, a leader, if you will, among equals. 4 years they dictated that he would serve, and then he would be returned to his people. The framers felt then that if he merited the people's esteem, they could have him again. The only limit they designed on his term was the wisdom and the love of his people. For a time during the convention, the framers considered that the president would not receive a salary. But then they realized that sometimes the best men are not wealthy men, and they would need to pay him. But this much was certain and said over and over again: he was to serve for love and honor, and not for the love of money. You recognize and have seen that the framers put him under the most sacred oath to preserve, protect, and defend, note it, the Constitution, not the nation. To save that document and its principles is to save the nation. Moreover, according to the founders, the President of the United States was never to start a war. If the blood and money of the people are to be expended in war, let the people declare it by their representatives. But once that war is declared, he is the commander-in-chief. No law, my friends, was ever to be imposed on us without the President's approval. No treaty that he did not negotiate. He was to be our voice, if you will, to the nations, the executor of the law. As the framers designed it, he was the champion of our rights and liberties and the guardian of us all. He alone was to be the nation's voice of mercy and reason through the pardon power. All the chief officers of government who execute the law and judge it were to be his. He was to be, they felt, the one man in government, above it all, above the pettiness of partisan politics, a man that belonged to us all. So critical did the framers feel was his leadership, and so vital his virtue, that the framers did not trust the common people to elect him. So they devised a system, the Electoral College, whereby the wisest among us would select the wisest, the President. The President of the United States, according to the framers, had to be a native-born son, a fully imbued American, filled with wisdom, maturity, goodness, and integrity. He was to be our voice, our protector, the great man of the people, and a son of our nation's loins. He would only be as powerful as we the people, and only as good as those who elected him. It was understood then and now the nation would be for all time as safe and free as he, the President, was good, honest, and wise. Now, as the framers envisioned it, there are few men living today who can affect more people in a deeper way for a longer time than the President of the United States. Therefore, pray for him and for our future.